This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. ACC play gets started here as both of these teams start what they hope will be a chase for a conference championship. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Cavaliers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So NC State's offense will have the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
On the ground, it's Scott. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. To the air. It's Bailey. Right on the money. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The sure hands, it's Jackson. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes a catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride.
There's a crease. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And now we get our first look at Eli Holstein. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First carry of the season for this transfer. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd bringing the energy and could be an alley. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be 3rd and long. On target. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll run this play from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Cavaliers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Scott. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offense is don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Punch it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. And a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, look out on the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Virginia. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Pulls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. fires to the right. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. Play fake, Holstein. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Flips it out on the screen. Can't get him. Just dismissing tackles. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Dozier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 38, it's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
This time it's complete. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires quickly. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Eli Holstein to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Running inside, it's Lewis. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away on 4th down. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Looking for room. It's Gauze. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll ride the hot hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. There's some room. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Trojans trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. They've opened up this halftime advantage behind a banner day so far from their offense. Zigging when the defense is zagging. Dialing up just the right plays at just the right times. It's been a clinic so far.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Holstein to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But with snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Floats it out in space. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Complete. Spins away from the defense. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. To the ground with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Snow. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. The run inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wolfpack. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Holstein on the play fake. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Flores. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. Throwing, Holstein. Gets it out quickly.
I think the defense just lost track of where the tight end was. He was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some cleared-out routes, so the offense will take it and keep the drive alive.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. That last play not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Holstein from the gun on third down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to it. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They go play action with Holstein. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Snow. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Holstein. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. Oh, what a move to get room. There's a little room there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. It's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to try.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Eli Holstein to throw. It's complete on the right side. It's a running, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Virginia!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Douglas. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
NC State quick to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got the back over the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Rushes on him. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quick strike complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got a man. Fights off a defender. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The keeper on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got
a little grass. Oh, he got stiff. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Tag. Touchdown, Cavaliers. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again. But what's been going on with the tackling defensively, that's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof. And that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play. And that's been the story for this defense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the NC State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Inside the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. For 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Virginia sideline, this has been a terrific start for this transfer running back. As you know, they brought him in here for a reason, and he has lived up to those preseason expectations and all of his hype. I've seen him talking with his teammates on the sideline, being a good leader, and every time he's touched the ball, he's made something positive happen. Late in the game, he wants to just finish this, but finish it in the end zone and really seal his victory. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Makes it past the marker. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He's out past the 35. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Give to the running back. Picks up the 1st down. Finding some room. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. With the catch, it's Snow. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Trying to find the end zone. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works. A ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.